What's up, guys? So this video is going to be addressing one of my subscribers' requests to touch on a topic. Basically, he asked me why I think it is that minorities can't come together in ways that would basically advance them and help them not only improve their lives but become majority and controllers in a lot of ways. And he mentioned in the comment that he's a black guy, so I'm going to speak specifically here about black people. Because more so than any other minority, I believe that black people are the ones that are leaving so much on the table with regard to potential of what they could be. So the first thing I would suggest is forget about the past, okay? Forget about the past. Don't even fucking think of it. Don't even mention it. Because the bottom line is, right now, this moment is all there is. This is the reality. And as long as you're stuck on some bullshit that happened in the past, slavery, for example, which didn't happen to anybody alive right now, you're wasting time. You're wasting precious thought potential as well. I don't believe anyone should ever think about that. Never look at yourselves as disadvantaged from the next man in any way, okay? So get that mentality out of your head. Another thing I would think is very important is that people need to start calling out the bullshit that's detrimental to everyone. What I mean is behavior, language, just whatever's happening, societal trends. People need to fucking, address that. It's so unfortunate, but because times have changed so much, and because the black community in particular is suffering from poverty in a lot of areas, they tend to be okay and accept, criminality. Now, I'm coming from a spot of experience with this. I went all the way to the end of the spectrum with regards to crimes, what I've been accused of, and going to prison and all that shit. So I understand. But there's a very big difference in someone going through those things and then learning from them and realizing that there's a much better way, and then trying to enlighten the next generation to avoid those mistakes, versus somebody just going through that shit and having it all been for nothing. No lesson learned, same shit that's going through their head as it was before they went away. It's not right. It's so sad for me to see and to say that a lot of people, a lot of white people, especially older white people, they automatically associate black people to criminality and to street people, to like thug kind of people. That's a fucking shame, because that's not the truth. But as long as that's what's being portrayed and that's not being called out by the other black people, then that's what's going to happen. That's how stereotypes are built. So that's an important thing, man. Call it like it is. It's not okay. Correct yourselves in all ways that people are lacking. Language, for example, is one that I addressed in another video, saying not to say the word nigger. It doesn't make any sense, guys. It's not to anyone's benefit. And I know that some people said, well, we've taken that word and we've reversed what it meant and, removed power from it by using it in our own way. Come on, guys. The bottom line is people are going to judge you no matter what. No matter what the fuck your justification is or your thoughts are for something, nobody cares, because the rest of the world's going to judge you negatively. And when you allow these things to be passed on to the next generation, you're doing them a disservice. So that's one thing right there. The way people speak needs to be improved. I'm not talking to all black people. I'm talking to the ones that this applies to. Another thing is appearance. Appearance is everything, man. You gotta dress up. Dress the part. Dress for success. Imagine yourself and envision yourself as you want to be in the future, whatever level of success, and dress the part. Don't dress down all the time. All right? The way you carry yourselves is very, very important. Another thing that is very important here is that people need to start realizing that the things that they're lacking in life are things that they can acquire today, right now. The only thing stopping them is there's so much discord among people. People are fighting amongst themselves that they don't see the incredible power that they could actually have. They do have if they just harness it and put it together in the right way. And what I'm talking about as an example is like financial things, okay? You got a couple black people in this country that are at or nearing the billionaire mark, okay? Billionaires, Oprah Winfrey, Jay-Z, Russell Simmons, these big time entertainers, okay? However they got their money, they have the kind of money and the kind of influence and platform for their voice to make huge change. Huge change. And they're not. What I see is they're contributing just enough so they can get credit. And people can fucking say, oh yeah, you did good, you did something good. But not really helping. If black people collectively came together and said, you know what? Fuck what opportunity we don't have. We will create the opportunity now with our own financing. Pooling our money together. Those rich, powerful people can put their money together and can provide lending opportunities, can provide incentive for business creation, can provide so much. And the bottom line is people need to have hope. And a lot of black people, unfortunately, minorities, poor people in general, don't have hope. They don't see a light at the end of the tunnel, so they just give up on themselves and give up on life, give up on the possibility of having a good future. And that's sad. So realize where you're fucking up here. It's the desire of the powers in control to keep us fighting. All right? This is what they want. I'm sure you guys have heard the saying, united we stand, divided we fall. That is a very, very appropriate phrase for this. It's so true. Imagine the fucking potential if minorities decided, you know what? Fuck everybody else. Let's just come together ourselves collectively and create opportunity. Let's come together ourselves collectively and improve our situation now. We don't need any fucking help from anybody else. We don't need to point the finger for blaming this one or that one. We can do it right now. That's what has to happen. But for that to happen, people have to stop fighting and picking at each other for every little fucking thing. There need to be some strong leaders. There need to be some that can guide the rest. And there's not. And it's unfortunate and it's sad. So to sum up, guys, understand that whatever living condition you're in now, whatever your circumstance, you can change it all with one fucking decision in your mind that says, now, this moment is the end. I'm going to change it. And I'm going to start right now. And to do that, you forget about the past, you don't blame others for anything, and you fucking help your fellow man. Help people. Help people, and when you see something that's wrong, call them out. Don't ignore it. Don't allow it, because it's never going to improve in that way. I'm doing everything I can to help everybody, not singling out any individual race or color, everybody in the world, not just Americans. That's how I look at life. I just want to help. But I'm only one man. The black people in America have millions. I believe it's nearing 20 million. They can do everything for themselves. But to do so, there must be sacrifice. There must be discipline instilled. There must be higher standards instilled. And people need to cut out the bullshit. And the worst fucking thing, in my opinion, that is plaguing the black people is, one, the destruction of the family unit, where they've accepted having children with multiple different people and out of wedlock. The wedlock part is not as important. That is a fucking killer to any people. All right? That is destroying them. The next is this whole fucking thug culture, this street shit that is unfortunately looked up to by the young people. You're not fucking helping anybody by living this fucking thug life and showing these young people that. You know better. If you don't know better, that's where what I said before comes in play. There need to be elders in the community that are strong, that can lead, that can fucking educate you and make you understand better if you don't know yourself. And the last part is the removal of any blame for anything and any thoughts of being hindered or being at a disadvantage because of what happened in the past. Get it out of your head, guys. That's what they want from you. They want you to be a fucking victim. They want that victim mentality because they know that while you're in that mindset, you will never rise to power. Ever. Ever. So I hope I answered your question in some capacity. I went off a little bit here, but I think this is important to be said. So please, guys, as always, share your comments, and I appreciate it. I'll see you next time.